Hi there. Hello subscribers and guests of my channel. Today, we will talk again briefly about such a wonderful and unnecessary program as Samsung Magisi, and I will also tell you the situation that happened to me and with CZ disks from Samsung. So here we go. But before the start of this video, a small insert. I want to congratulate everyone involved on the day of the system administrator. I wish that users respected you, customers adored you, and you were paid normal money by the CEO, so happy holidays to you gentlemen. And it's good to note, we have finished with the ceremonial part, so we continue the conversation. The current version of Samsung Magician is still 7.11. There were some problems with the update. As far as I remember, I had to roll back to 7.01 by 5. On the Performance tab, only the trim switch remains. We can also judge that the performance is at the level, everything is cool. And now we ran to the internet, to the official website of Samsung, so that no one would burn us. We use incognito mode. Here we are on this super cool site. Pam. And here are our updates for Samsung. Also here, there is a statement about the open source. We can read it. This PIED is so interesting. There is also a Magician Soft Farfo Enterprise, and we also see Linux here. I have not tried to use it. Maybe it is necessary, and maybe not. On the Firmware tab, we have updates for our seeds, but if you have a super program, then you can update everything there. And so that's what I was looking for. This is the NNAE driver for Samsung disks. Download, install, restart the computer, and enjoy the performance. Now it's all going to be really cool. There are drivers MVNE disks. Something doesn't fit. Oh, these fairy tales. Oh, these storytellers. Okay, I think I need to explain a little bit. Previously, I bought a disk from Samsung 980, just for 1 terabyte, without any letters. I put it in the working one. To work. Working home computer. To use Linux on it. I bought these DNDD on AliExpress. By the way, the seller seems to be verified. The reviews are good. The link is in the description. Not advertising in any way, but the referral link, yes. Again, I'm going somewhere. We return to the narrative. It all started with the fact that Zabbix wrote to me once. For those who don't know, Zabbix is an open-source monitoring system that is very flexible and quite attractive. Many people use it. So Zabbix wrote to me that the RAID on one small, say, Syric collapsed. The RAID there was a mirror on 2 disks, 870 EVA from Samsung. An attentive viewer who has seen my videos before can say, it's so simple, you know. You didn't lift your ass, you turned off the overvision, that's all, get it? Immediately, I will answer that the overmoving was in place. Yes, on this Syric, of course, the old Windows, but she knows how to trim, and she showed us such a thing. Now we are looking at smart. I also wanted to say that I decided to smear serial numbers here that do not apply to me, but I started to smear my own, others. In short, I smeared everything, and left some, but I left mostly my own, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the kind of privacy that it is.
We need your help, because I'm what we trust you with.
We look in and see a small working time. Only 756 gigabytes were recorded, but we immediately see 31 moved sectors. That is, it's time for the disk to go to the warranty service center. On the second sessionik from this RAID, the situation is also the same, also 31 bet, as if they were made under a carbon copy. Of course, they worked in the mirror and died together. I started checking workstations, laptops, on which there is no race with an agent, and therefore, the race does not know about the status of their disks. And I must say that 860 EVA disks were not found with any cattle, but 870 EVA 12 pieces. There was a small question: to transfer the data to other disks and give these seeds quarantine repairs. That's what the WeGC program from the Samsung company tells us about this. In short, everything is clear. We begin to transfer information to another CZ. For this function, we will use the free edition of the Macrium Reflect free program. Even I can handle it. The program works well, there are no complaints. If you have money, you can buy the paid version, but the functions of the free version are quite enough. But not everything is as smooth as it seems at first glance. There were mistakes like this, and there were also mistakes like this. Therefore, before launching the Macrium program, in case of such errors, we use the check disk utility with these parameters. Our disk is checked, errors are corrected, and then the macro is used. On this CZ, I ran the check disk twice, and after the second time, Macrium was still able to read it. But there were also other disks that could not be read. I will tell you about this a little later, and now let's go back to the little gray, which was the first bell, so to speak, in this whole situation. Replacement of failed disks can be done through the RAID array configuration utility directly during computer boot. So to speak, from under the BIOS or in the Windows operating system, the Intel Rapid Storage utility does this.
В операционной системе Windows этим занимается утилита Intel Rapid Storage.
We find out where the faulty disk is connected to, turn off the computer, disconnect the faulty disk, connect a new disk, boot up, or rather turn on the computer, load the operating system, go to Intel Rapid Storage, and directly there we will be offered to replace the disk instead of the faulty one.
И непосредственно там нам уже предложат заменить диск вместо сбойного.
That's it, it's simple. We change one first, but since I have two bad ones, we will accordingly do everything I said earlier again, and change the second disk. They synchronize, and everything is fine, everything works. We wish you all happiness. And what do we do with disks that cannot be read? A cheerful penguin with his cool utilities will help us with this. You can use the DD utility with the function of skipping reading errors, but I decided to try the DD cutting utility. It is installed from the repository by the sudo apt install dd rescue team. We see a screenshot of the operation of this utility. Remember that the disks in your system may have different paths, so before using it, make sure that you have entered the paths to your disk correctly. I have this stay and SSD. Because if you misbehave, you can erase very important information for you. After the work of this utility, I got it on this disk. It worked. It didn't work out. On the contrary, calculate two errors, and the disk was restored. After that, my system started, but not on all disks. Again, I had to restore the bootloader on some disks.
опять же, на некоторых дисках пришлось восстанавливать загрузчик.
As for restoring the bootloader, there is a great article on the internet about this. I will leave a link to this site in the description of this video, but I also want to say that this particular piece, which I am now showing in these screenshots, helped in my case to return the bootloader to the computer. That is, it's not that I restored one computer there, I say a lot of disks were broken, so all computers were restored. Bootloaders on all computers were restored. I also want to add that these disks are geeked and there are movers at FE. Please pay attention to this. The information from the disks was restored, the disks were replaced, and the old disks were sent for warranty repair. They stayed there for about 3 weeks. They called me back several times, but not several. The service center called me back twice. They said that the diagnosis was delayed, but still, after the diagnosis, I was told that the disks were subject to exchange. I bought CDs in different stores, and here from one store, I'm just showing you this act that I was given after after I was given a positive response to the replacement of disks. They also called me directly from Samsung. They wanted to find out how satisfied their service was with me. Well, I said everything is fine. What else could I answer? But he said that they specifically let me down. Here with these Stockholm 870s. I just don't know if you can share your comments and your situations, what you had, whether this series is working for you normally or not. I also want to tell you that the discs starting from the end of the 20th year and until May of the 21st year, they were out of order, or until June of the 21st year, they were out of order. In this photo, you will see the CZ that I had earlier, and here are the new ones that I was given. The new ones are still working. There have been no problems with them so far. Accordingly, in order not to be easy in production, without waiting for the response of the service center, new seeds were purchased, and they were replaced. But I didn't need the 870s in the CZ laptop anymore. I took the Geniemi disk for myself, which migrated my workstation. And now he works at my house. Here we can see the smart readings after the first activation of this NNA disk. I hope you were interested. Good luck, peace and kindness to everyone. And also buy a CZ from Samsung. All yes you can say. It's shorter than I did at the beginning, when I conceived this video. I'm thinking now how I'm going to say all this on Samsung. That's all I can say about them. That's all I think. But then, as if time had passed, I cooled down. Yes, but the information was not lost. After all, I was able to restore everything. But damn. Quite an expensive brand, and I didn't expect such a dirty trick from them. You see, saying something bad to someone, you won't make this world better, that's a fact. Therefore, we must strive for good. To something good, but damn it could be very unpleasant. With the loss of information, what else can I say? And this one with my 870th disk, which I had in my laptop. There was initially what the situation was. I bought 250 to 860 an Evo. Then I think I'll take another 500. I wanted to take the 500 to 860, but something pulled me, and just came out 870. I called, I say don't let's cancel that order, bring me the 870. Here they brought me the 870s, and I also kind of got into such a situation. But everything was changed coolly, everything is fine. They also ask me, like which disk to take. Yes, there are sites that post disk usage statistics from data centers where they collect information. That is, all this information is there, but again everything breaks down. By the way, here's Maris, hello to you. Look, I've told you 100 times, you change your tires on cars, you change them. Therefore, the disks also have to be changed. That's it. Everything breaks down. CZ breaks down, disks break down, cars break down, people break down, so you don't have to coward on anything. That's it.
Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better